Greetings, exiles. I'm grateful for all the fantastic support you guys gave me during the Affliction League. Today, I'll show you how to craft trauma-stacking weapons. We'll focus on two key weapons, a two-handed Shaper-influenced Mace and a one-handed Warlord, Elder-influenced Siege Axe, which I utilized in my past builds. Before we dive in, let's clarify what trauma-stacking weapons are. These are weapons optimized for use with the trauma support introduced in patch 3.22. Unlike traditional weapons, trauma-stacking weapons don't need flat physical damage prefixes because trauma support provides flat physical damage based on the number of trauma stacks you accumulate with strike skills. The faster your attack speed, the more trauma stacks you build, leading to higher overall damage. Let's get started. Alright, let's dive into crafting our mace. We'll need a Shaper-influenced pile driver, preferably at least level 83. Our first step involves fossil crafting. We'll use a combination of corroded and metallic fossils. This combo ensures that we won't roll any elemental or physical modifiers, significantly boosting our chances of rolling the modifiers we're after. Plus, 2 to the level of socketed melee gems and socketed skills deal 20% more damage. For step 2, our goal is to annul all modifiers except the prefixes we need. If by chance we accidentally annul one of the prefixes, we'll have to return to step 1. Here's a tip. If your item has an open suffix and only the 2 specific prefixes we need, you can craft prefixes cannot be changed and then use a scouring orb. This will clear off all suffixes, leaving us with a clean base that only has the prefix modifiers we require. Step 3. Craft prefix cannot be changed. Use Aisling to unveil a prefix. Aim for increased physical damage with a chance to poison, bleed, blind, or impale, which appears 95% of the time. If you unveil a suffix, craft prefixes cannot be changed. Use a scouring orb and restart this step. Here's a tip. If you unveil prefix and miss the desired mod, check all 3 available prefixes. Look for mods without the attack tag. Unveil them, craft cannot roll attack modifiers, and use an Orb of Annulment to safely remove unwanted mods. If all mods have attack tags, consider settling or taking the risk of a YOLO annul. Step 4. Craft prefixes cannot be changed, and use Reforge speed from the Harvest bench. Look for Tier 1 attack speed of 27%. If not achieved, repeat by crafting prefixes cannot be changed, and using Reforge speed until Tier 1 attack speed is attained. Warning! If all suffixes are filled during the reforging process, your only options are a YOLO annul or using a Hinekora lock. Step 5. From now on, your crafting process is deterministic, and your weapon won't brick unless you have Pepe hands. Craft cannot roll attack modifiers. Then close your eyes and slam an Exalted Orb. Check if you hit the Explode mod. If not, use an Orb of Annulment. If you removed the Cannot Roll attack mod, craft it again, try Annulment, and slam again. Repeat until you hit the Explode mod or your desired modifier. Final step. Craft 10% chance to deal double damage from the crafting bench. Use Tier 4 Hillock for 30% weapon quality. Lastly, use the Harvest Bench for an enchant that grants 1% increased attack speed per 8% quality. Moving on to our axe craft. We'll require 2 one-handed axes, 1 Elder Influenced and 1 Warlord Influenced. Make sure that one of the bases is a Siege Axe and that its item level is at least 83. Our first step involves alt-rolling damage over time multiplier for bleeding with this weapon on the Elder Influenced axe. Hybrid increased physical damage and attack speed prefix mod on the Warlord Influenced axe. Step 2. Combine them together using an Awakener Orb, ensuring that the final base is a Siege Axe, and annul all other modifiers except the specific ones we need. If you accidentally annul any of the required modifiers, return to Step 1. Warning: ensure that each of your bases has only one specific influenced modifier we need before using the Awakener Orb. If either base has more than one influenced modifier, there's a risk of bricking the item. Step 3. Craft cannot roll attack modifiers and slam Exalted Orbs until you fill up all your prefixes. By doing this, you can safely remove your placeholder prefixes later on. Step 4. Craft prefixes cannot be changed and use Reforge Speed from the Harvest Bench until you hit Tier 1 attack speed of 27%. Step 5. Craft prefixes cannot be changed and use Aisling's Unveil. If you accidentally remove the attack speed mod, return to Step 4. Otherwise, look for the increased attack speed while near a unique or rare enemy mod. Here's a tip. You can improve your chances of unveiling the correct mod by crafting Trigger a Socketed Spell mod before unveiling. Step 6. Craft cannot roll attack modifiers and use Orb of Annulment to remove our placeholder prefix mod. If it fails, restart the step. Otherwise, close your eyes and slam an Exalted Orb, just like our Lord Wilson intended. Now check if you've slammed Tier 1 increased damage over time. If not, restart the step. Final step. Craft 20% physical damage over time multiplier using the crafting bench. Utilize Hillock Tier 4 for 30% weapon quality. And finally, apply the Harvest Enchant for 3% increased attack speed. If you found the guide helpful, please consider subscribing and sharing this video so that other exiles can also learn this crafting method, and feel free to ask me any questions you have regarding the crafts in the comment section or on Twitch. Your support means a lot. Thank you.